Chelsea's players, left to their own devices with no instructions, actually performed better than when their manager was actively coaching them. And the system they reverted to on autopilot was Enzo Maresca's. Let that sink in. A manager being present and involved made Chelsea worse. No manager might literally be the best tactical option Chelsea have right now. Right, so I was planning to talk about Liverpool today, but after what Chelsea just did, losing like that, of course we have to talk about Chelsea first. Liverpool fans, sorry to disappoint you for a moment, but honestly it doesn't matter, right? I said it before, Liverpool have already secured their UEFA Champions League berth because they've got Liam Rosenior sitting at the bottom propping things up for them. Chelsea got absolutely battered. This match, Brighton against Chelsea, I only called it a draw, meaning I didn't even think Chelsea could win. And then they turned in a performance that was just completely unwatchable, utterly beyond saving, not a shred of belief among the players. My biggest worry was always about what happens the moment Chelsea change their manager. Manchester United changed their manager, no worries at all. Chelsea changed their manager. You take one look and if it wasn't Enzo Maresca coaching before and Liam Rosenior comes in instead, would they even know how to play a back three? Well, today they played a back three, a back five in the first half. The question you have to ask when you play five at the back is this actually the right setup to use against this specific opponent? With five defenders, you've got two basic defensive approaches: press high or sit deep. But Chelsea's two fullbacks aren't quick enough. The moment you press, you're already at a disadvantage. Marc Cucurella and Malo Gusto are more the cut-inside type, decent enough but not the explosive wing-back kind. They're not Nuno Mendes or Achraf Hakimi. So if you push one of them out to press, the frequency isn't there, the timing is off, and you're immediately exposed. So you don't press. Fine. But if you're not pressing, you're sitting deep. And when you sit deep with a back five, here's what you've actually done structurally. You've dragged a midfielder down into the defensive line. You've gone from a 4-4-2 to a 5-3-2. You're automatically a man short in midfield. And that's where the structural damage really shows itself against a team like Brighton. PSG and Brighton share the same attacking profile. Both teams focus their threat through two wide players. For Brighton, that's Yankuba Minte and Kaoru Mitoma. Genuinely hard to contain, unpredictable, dangerous. If their wide players are good, and they absolutely are, your midfield three compressed into the centre simply cannot get across to the wide channels in time. With 4-4-2, you can match up one-to-one across the pitch. But with 5-3-2 sitting deep, you're leaving your wide channels exposed to exactly the players Brighton most want to put in those positions. Your midfield three are sandwiched in the middle, the flanks are open, and you've gifted Brighton's best weapons precisely the space they need. So the way to contain their two wide forwards was to play 4-4-2. Keep someone at left midfield in the midfield line where they belong. Why did you have to pull someone down into the defensive line? You end up with this complicated, distorted structure that neither neutralizes the opponent's attacking strengths nor delivers anything meaningful going forward. And this problem showed itself immediately. Why were Brighton able to open the scoring so early? Beyond the fact that Chelsea defended the corner poorly, why was there a corner in the first place? Kaoru Mitoma had no one on him. He was allowed to shoot freely inside the box. Your right back moved inside to cover someone else, and if you're playing 4-4-2, your right midfielder can drop across to cover, but you're not in 4-4-2, are you? You're in 5-3-2. An empty lane, a free shot, 3 minutes in, and the scoring was already open. Second half, Garnacho came on. They reverted to a proper 4-2-3-1, but the attack still hit the same wall, finishing moves too quickly, playing through the middle, getting picked off on the break, and this obsession with ending attacks as fast as possible. It's not possession football, it's just rush it and hope. That's where they conceded the second on the counter, and Brighton extended their lead. When you commit bodies forward in a panic without the personnel to break a compact defense, you leave yourself open on the break. That's not bad luck. That's the inevitable consequence of the tactical approach. And then forcing it through the middle when you don't have Cole Palmer. You've got two wide players. Why aren't you using the flanks? You don't have the players to jam everything through the centre. Why force it? The Chelsea players lose all confidence doing this. Caicedo was growing under Maresca, slowly converting into a genuine ball-controlling number 6 with real presence. Now he's lost, no confidence, losing individual duels he should be winning. And the most painful thing, these players have shown us they're capable. By the second half, when the manager had run out of ideas and went quiet, the players went to autopilot and started playing Maresca's way again. And it immediately looked better, significantly better. But in the first half, rigidly following Liam Rosenior's instructions, an absolute mess. The moment the manager went silent and stopped interfering, the players started figuring it out themselves. I genuinely have never seen anything like this before. Here's a team that was actually good. They bring in a poor manager. And when that poor manager has nothing left to offer and goes quiet, the players playing on instinct are actually better than when the manager is actively coaching. And the way they're better is by reverting to the previous manager's system. So the old manager's methods applied by players on autopilot outperform the new manager's actual coaching. You couldn't make this up. No manager might genuinely be better than having this manager. That's apparently where we are. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? And a lot of this comes back to the board. Like, how did it fall apart with Maresca so suddenly? So, if it hadn't turned into a full-blown fallout, they could probably have finished the campaign without all of this. Then Liverpool wouldn't have had half the chance they've had. Right now, Liverpool are laughing, and Chelsea are the ones in tears. Liam Rosenior is clearly done and not delivering anything, already shown his limits completely. His ceiling is fully visible. So who do you bring in over the summer? What about Ange Postecoglou? I think he's probably the only realistic option at this point. If you found this breakdown useful and you enjoy this kind of in-depth analysis, a like and a subscribe goes a long way in keeping this channel going and motivating me to keep producing more. Drop a comment below too. I read every single one. See you in the next one.